Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. mRNA, absolutely monster this morning. Have already traded it once, and this was back here before 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. If you're brand new, how is this possible? That's what's called pre-market trading, and if you get the right broker, then yeah, you can actually access the market in pre-market or after-hours trading, as it's called, and still trade stocks. Now, you got to be careful with it because stocks are very different, but in some situations like mRNA, I mean, like I said, crazy this morning. Over 7 million shares traded already, up just shy of 30%. It was up over 30% when I was trading it. And it was a very, very fast trade, so I apologize for missing it. But it literally happened again. If you look down there at the timestamps in terms of when I got in and out, it was a short-sided trade, meaning I made money because prices went down. So again, if you're new, wait, what? You can make money when prices go up? That's called shorting. So going short, being short, all those mean making money when prices go down. So that's what I did here. And if you look at the time there, I mean, that was 9 seconds. So 9 seconds and made $175. But my point is, because everything was happening so fast, I just didn't have time to set up the video and get everything rolling. Because normally I'm not taking trades at that point, but we have a unique situation. So I do apologize for that. But I am going to be going in with $175. And it's Monday. I want to get my week started off right. So I want to protect those gains. I want to start off green. So normally, which I traded here, I'm using 500 shares. So a little, I guess we can call it a learning lesson, but how can you control risk? How can you try to develop and formulate trade plans from a very simplistic point of view? Well, that is just your position size. So because, like I said, my position size is normally 500 shares, but given I'm green, given it's Monday, and I want to protect those gains, I'm going to go ahead and just drop that down to 100 shares and use 100 shares. That'll give me a lot more flexibility, and that'll just allow me to maneuver a little bit better as opposed to just throwing in 500 shares. So yeah, gains may not be as much, but that's a two-sided coin, right? Because losses will not be as much either. So that is what I'm going to be doing here going into the day. Pretty sure I'm going to watch mRNA out of the opening gates. I suppose that could change, but I am going to be going with the 100 shares, and that is why, just because I'm starting off with a nice little cushion there of 175. And let's see, market opens here now in about 15 minutes, but that's the game plan. That's why I'm behaving and why I will be behaving the way I am. So let's see what happens. And I should also note that the 100 shares is dependent. I mean, if I just see an absolutely beautiful, beautiful setup, then that very well could go back to 500 shares because, again, it is Monday. So even if I were to start and have a red day, that's not the end of the world because it's Monday, still have 4 days left on the week. But my point is that assuming that there's no sort of like just mind-blowing setup that is staring at me, I'll probably just stay at 100 shares. But I am willing to change. That's not like written in stone or anything like that. All right, I'm going to be watching GSX at 29 out of the gates, so much so that I've gone back up to that 500 share mark because I like that level quite a bit. Not to mention the markets are ripping today, and this thing's down 15%. So quite weak relative to the markets. And the market opens up here any second now, so I will keep you updated. All right, the markets are now open. And as of now, GSX is bouncing, which is nice. Although sort of a goofy mover. I mean, it's moving, but it's almost not moving. Still going to watch it. Just testing something here. Ugh, that's kind of rough. It's one of these, if you look over here, 100%, just because my brokers deemed it extra risky, so they suck up that much more buying power with it, which is always somewhat annoying. But all right, as of now, 29 is not looking like it's going to be coming into play here, so we'll see what else is out there. All right, I think GSX wants to get moving back to the downside here, so I'm in at 30.31. $30.30 clearly going to be that key level that needs to be broken. Look at this price action. It just stuck. Can it get through 30.30? Look at this action. There's the break. And down through 30. So I have 200 shares left now. Going to put my stop at 30.32 because that is where that craziness was occurring. But if I see 29.75 on the offer, I'll drop my stop down again. But this will be a winning trade. Now it's just a matter of how big of a winning trade is it going to be. So that's a great spot to be in. Again, I'll say that again. I'm going to make money on this regardless. I just don't know how much. And that's where we want to be as traders. But this thing is goofy. Look at it. It's tied up here again. Very, very bizarre action. I mean, I'm glad we're catching it on video. Wow, and that fast out. And it snapped. So, I mean, walked away with $92, but bummer. I was really hoping that it was going to explode to the downside again, but I was in the spot to benefit from it. I still had those 200 shares left. It just didn't go in my favor, but either way you look at it, the way this one moves, very interesting. All right, well, got the $92. Could have been a lot more had it broken in my favor, which was a very realistic possibility, but as you saw here, shot up, took me out, so it is what it is. mRNA, the one I thought I would be watching, I mean, it's moved. Yeah, it's definitely been volatile, but I thought it'd have at least a little bit more bullishness to it, but really the only bullishness was that first minute, and since then it's been in a downtrend. Let's see, what is that? 81, 83. So I'm deciding if I want to try to take it short here, but I mean, that still makes me nervous. This thing isn't an overall bullish scenario here. I better just hold off. Yeah, I would have been okay. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Good old hindsight trading. Have an order to go short here, 117.50 on Roku, only 100 shares, and I'm willing to definitely take a bigger position than 100. So, giving myself some flexibility here, but it first needs to get up to 117.50 before I would be interested at all. Well, and that fast it's pulled back, so never mind. Have an order at 118.35 now. Let's try to get short here on Roku. Once more, just 100 shares. Well, that's the move I was looking for. Went up to as high as 118.20. Go to 118.55 now at this point. And we'll see if it wants to work its way up there. And this move is getting pretty ridiculous at this point. I will go ahead and pause. And I'm going to go ahead and get short Boeing here at 127.71. I think this thing wants to potentially pull back over, or roll back over here, excuse me. So let's see if it can indeed get some more downside pressure here. Again, just 100 shares. Stop up there at 128.51, which this thing totally reversed around on me. Impressive, Boeing, impressive. I'm not going to run away quite yet. But as of right now, that was a relatively impressive turnaround. It was looking like the markets wanted to roll back over too, and they still might. Let's see if Boeing can actually push down through this area right now. I'm not totally convinced, but like I said, I don't want to give up on it either. Can it push to the downside? love to see it down below 127.51, and there it is. All right, I'll play the game then. I'll stick with my 50 shares. So I got 50 shares left. So this is kind of silly at this point. But I'll stick with my stop loss up there at 128.51, but now just with 50 shares. Whoops. Oh, I needed to change that to stop. So I ended up actually losing $9 on that trade. So, oh well. But that might have been a good thing then, because this thing is now bouncing upwards. So maybe that will save me some money. But there we go. I got the move in my favor. Was not liking exactly what I saw on level 2s, which proved to be right. I think, did I nail the bottom of that? Yeah, almost. The lowest it went was at 127.49, and I got out at 127.51, but only got 50 shares. I was trying to get everything out, but because what I was seeing on the level 2s I didn't like. If you're new, these are level 2s over here. So that definitely proved to be right. So moral of the story there, less level 2s are definitely a tool worth learning. But yeah, the markets are totally behaving the opposite direction I thought they would. So that combined with level 2s led to a very clear, good decision on my part. I think mRNA wants to get up over 80. So it got the initial break there. So all out there, just quick scalp, and not much, but my risk was very, very small because, again, I am just using the 100 share allotments. So yeah, in hindsight, oh, Clay, you should have bumped it up to 500. I agree. In hindsight, I should have bumped it up to 500, but these are real life videos right now, meaning this is not a voiceover. I'm not recording my screen and then coming back afterwards and then talking about it. So this is as real as it gets. So I wish I could sit here and sound smart because this is a voiceover and I know what's actually going to happen. But no, this is a situation where I need to go look at SFIX. That's what this situation is. Let's see what's going on here. Oh my, let's get this alert in the chat room. So yes, that is the typing you hear is me just making an alert to the chat room. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now. I mean, shorting it right now, that would just be totally chasing. But I'll keep an eye on it. I have an order at 55.50. NVAX, 100 shares to go short. Just broke 55, and honestly, I thought it was going to make a big snap. But it broke 55 and then moved 7 cents. So I got that totally wrong. I thought for sure there'd be more stop losses hiding around up there that would create an upside movement. So I'm not willing to cancel my order yet, but yeah, I definitely thought there'd be more of a quick jump after it broke 55. But I would not consider a 7-cent move a quick jump. So never mind for now. Oh, I'm in. Okay, so got 100 shares at 56.85 here on NVAX. Look for another 100 at 57.50. If it wants to get up there. So let's see what it wants to do here. I'm actually going to back that off to 58.25 now. First entry point. Pick some up at 57.61 too. So let's see what this wants to do. Okay, got those. Nice. So just 300 shares still. So we got to keep things perspective. Nothing big at all. So let's see what this wants to do here. So all out there with, I don't know how How much was I up on NVAX to begin with? I can't remember. Had I even traded it before, or is that my first trade on it? Oh, that was my first trade on it. All right, so made $326 on that one. And that was, like I said, starting with 100 shares. The most I got on it was 300 shares, which for you longtime viewers, you know, usually I'm starting off with 500. So that 100 shares circles all the way back to the very beginning point I was making at the start of the video, just calling about giving yourself flexibility. And it is, let's see, 10:26. So I'm an hour into the day, up $616, factoring in commissions, probably right around 600, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I have other things I want to do with my day, and I'll take the 1 hour Monday for $600. Although, just full transparency, I totally butchered that and messed things up. What do I mean? Well, I alerted right here to the chat room before it happened. NVAX break of 55 looks interesting, meaning if it can break 55, you got to like the potential. And you saw the potential of it. It broke 55 and I missed it. So, and I didn't want to chase from the long side. That's a terrible habit to have. So you saw me maneuver differently compared to, you know, what I should have done, right? I should have done what the 55 bought at 55 break, like I alerted. But like I said, I missed it. And I didn't want to chase, so had to maneuver. And you saw my maneuvering. So when I say had to maneuver, what do you mean by that, Clay? Well, what you just saw me do. But for those of you that are wondering and asking, you know, Clay, how does your chat room work? Well, there's, like I said, an example of it. Made the alert on NVAX. So think about it. The members that actually bought, they were making money from the long side, and I made money from the short side. And when you focus on the right tickers, when you focus on the right stocks, then it doesn't really matter what you do, because members can make money from all different directions. And that's really the power of, and I'm not saying mine's the only community that does that, but you got to be very careful out there because some stocks, you just can't make, you have to make money by getting in early, and there's not a lot of volume, and it becomes a game of musical chairs. But here, that is not the case at all. Think about it. If those people that got in at 55, if this thing can get up to 60, that's $5 share. And it's basically been straight up. So it's not unreasonable to think at all that those members that got in at 55, they could very well still be holding. I'm sure they pulled some profits off the table. But to those of you members out there that watch this, congratulations. But like I said, that's how an alert works. So many lessons in that. That's how the chat room works. Just because you miss an alert, just because you maybe miss an original trade setup that you're looking at, don't give up on it. I could have taken my ball, cried, went home. Oh, I missed my breakout alert. But I had to adapt, had to maneuver, and you saw how all that played out. If you are interested in joining this community that I was talking about, then just go to claytrader.com/team. And really the way to approach that, we'll use this pricing, is the $99 for 3 months. So really the way to approach it is, do I believe this service can give me more than $8.25 per week? Because that's what it breaks down to, of value. Not $8.25 per day, but per week. If you think the service can provide you with more than $8.25 per week of value, then you will get a great deal. And that's, like I said, how I think you should approach it from the investment standpoint. So if I invest $99, do I think this investment can yield me more than $8.25 per week? If you believe so, then yeah, I'd love to have you join. There is an app, so it's not like you have to stay chained to your computer or anything like that. So there's a live chat room that I send out my weekly email for my personal scans, which is doing very well this morning. But regardless, I'd love to have you join, so check it out there. If you enjoyed this video in and of itself, a couple final requests here. Please hit that like button. That's a very fast, very efficient way to communicate to me that, hey, Clay, yeah, I do like these live trade videos. Please keep making them. And also check out the channel as a whole. Lots of other live trade videos, a variety of videos. So hopefully you decide to ultimately subscribe to the channel. And also just leave a comment down below. If anybody made money on NVAX today, let me know down below. It was a great one to trade. Or mRNA, did anybody make money on that one? Let me know down below. But all in all, thanks for watching. And yeah, hopefully you can consider joining the community. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.